Well, good day, tubes. Welcome back to Question and Answers with Bill, number 17. I think we're at here. 17. Wow. That's crazy. That's a lot of questions and answers. Anyways, if you got a question and answer for the next show, send it to billqa@yahoo.com. It's all in the description and all that stuff. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 to get through. So we better get at this. This might be a little bit longer. This is from November 25th, 2020. From Daniel. He's the first one. It says, "Hi Bill, my name is Dan. I am from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. One place I've never been. I'd like to go sometime. I've been watching your videos since the Astrovan days, and I have 3 questions for you. The first question that you know is I'm not going to answer, because you know your question. I'm not going to say it to anybody else, and the answer is no, and I never will again." So Dan, you know what your question was for the first one. Anyways, and it's not filming behind the gates, but that is definitely a no, never again too. But anyways, so the second question is, how many tractor attachments do you have for all your tractors? Whew. Wow, I got quite a bit of stuff. If you're thinking like 3-point hitch stuff, I got a fair bit of stuff. I've got 2 discs, 1 cultivator, and technically now we have 1, 2, 3 2-furrow plows. One is my stepdad's old one that needs points on it, but it still works. And then he got this new Massey Ferguson one, and then I've got the one that I was using there at plow day. What else have I got? I have he made it up, my stepdad. He made up it's a 3-point hitch platform thing. I really don't use it for anything. What else have I got? I think I got a 3-point hitch plow blade, like for snow plowing, or they used to use it here for pushing the grave dirt back in. They dig it and then leave it at the side and then use the tractor and back up and shove it back in the hole. I think that's about it. They have a snow thrower attachment here. I've never tried it. It's been sitting in like the bush kind of thing there. Never used it myself, so it's just kind of out on this. It's totally useless. So I'd seen it work before, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not even hooking that up. That's about all I got. Just more like tilling stuff for my stuff. Unless there's, well, they have a dirt scoop here too. That's right. If you've ever seen one of the dirt scoops on the 3-point hitch, that's kind of neat actually. It kind of angles down, and then you drop your 3-point hitch, and then digs dirt, and then you lift your hitch back up, and you drive to wherever you want, and it's got a handle on it, and you pull the handle, it's really heavy, and then it dumps the thing out right, you know, between the tires kind of thing, and then you drive away and it dumps dirt a little bit at a time. Better than a shovel and a wheelbarrow, but I've honestly maybe used it a few times when I first started here when they had the Ford 600, and then they got rid of that and got the stuff we've sort of got now, and never used it since. So it's sitting up there on a platform so it won't rust through or something too. So third question, do you like the zero-turn mower? I do actually. It's been good, except the one I got, the little rails that go to the little casters on the front, they weren't so good. And it kind of, well, you guys seen the video, it kind of, I think because it's not super solid, not really thick and big enough there, from going over, you know, uneven ground and stuff, it kind of fractured one of those. So I don't know. They fixed it under warranty. I was glad of it, and so far it hasn't seen a lot of hours since then, so we'll see next year what happens. It says, love all your videos, keep up the good videos. So will do. Thank you, sir, for sending that. But your first question you asked, I'm not going to answer that, because that is just problems waiting to happen. And you know what it is, and maybe some of the other ones know too. So anyways, next question here, November 25th, from Corey H. It says, hey Bill, I wanted to send you some photos of my collection of garden tractors. You don't have to show all the pictures on the video if you don't want to. Last time I counted, I had 40 push mowers and 36 tractors. That's quite a collection. Holy cow, good for you. I think I have a problem. Same here. Things keep following me home, and it's not good. Anyways, I'll soon be living out here maybe. The last two tractors are my favorite. Okay, so I did look at this and I had problems. Oh, there they are. Okay, so this is going to be tricky, but we'll try our best here. I'm gonna have to get you down off the tripod here. Just one sec. I'll get you down off the tripod here. You're coming with me. You're coming with me. Okay. So let's see here. If I can get you in the right position. And the picture's in the right position. We'll have a look at his tractors here. He's got quite a collection of them. Let's see here. There they are. That's a neat little guy there. Wow. Craftsman. And a Johnny. You got quite a collection. That's interesting. Don't know if I can really get zoomed in much more than that. Another Johnny. I know a guy, he has got 3 of the 110 John Deere lawn tractors. They're kind of rare around here anyways. I think that's another Craftsman. Is that another Craftsman? Might be. Ooh, I see a McCafe on the ground there though. Well, that's kind of a neat one. Wow. You got quite a collection there. And a bunch of push mowers. You actually just show these push mowers or you use them? Scrub Cadets, as Terrell calls them. Cub Cadets. Another Johnny, 100. Nice. That's pretty awesome. So that's quite a collection. That's cool. I'm glad you shared that and we can show everybody. That is pretty cool. All right. So that is all. That wasn't really a question. It was more of a sharing thing. Okay, so let's see here. If this thing would stop jumping around at me. No! I did it again. You gotta like hit it right at the right time or all of a sudden it jumps up like 3. Okay, this one is from Jeff from Maine. Hey, Mr. Bill. Jeff from Maine. Here was another question for you. How much time a week do you spend editing your videos uploads to YouTube? I don't probably spend enough time on the editing. I kind of just get the things in. I kind of try to do a lot of stuff with the camera before, like, you know, I try not to screw up. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do and I got to cut things out and change things around a little bit, cut things out and move things around. But normally I'm pretty good. I don't really cut a lot of things out, honestly. A lot of the stuff you'll see is how she goes. Like, so today I probably won't cut anything out. It'll just be take the files, slap them in the thing, render it, and upload it. So I got a pretty good connection to it. Uploads, we'll say a 12 gigabyte Rust game that I've rendered down to 12 gig. It'll upload that in probably 2 hours. So I mean, that's pretty good. 12 gigs a lot, so. Thanks for all you do, and that is from Jeff from Maine, and that was November 29th, by the way. I got a bunch here from the 29th. Next one is from, let's see if I can find the name here. Well, hello, my name is Born, I think I pronounced it, or Bjorn, maybe? I don't know if I can pronounce that right. I do apologize if I didn't. I contacted you through my work email last question and answer video, and I know you, and no, I don't work for John Deere. Oh, okay, because that one come in from John Deere. I'm like, oh, sweet, is that someone from John Deere? No, it's not from John Deere. Says, I wish I did. But I work at my local TSC store. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's kind of funny. So your store will be changing to the PV, won't it? Because ours is here. My actual brother-in-law is the manager of this one here, so just so you know. Anyways, it's kind of funny. I forgot to tell you that in the email again. I had to switch my other emails. So Polaris is the company that makes slingshots, ATV, snowmobiles, Rangers, and other fun things. Yes, they do. The company was started in Rosso, Minnesota, my hometown. But on to questions. The questions. So what is your favorite farm sim game? What are your top 5 games you like to play? Okay, so we're a few questions here. So favorite FS game is probably the latest, FS19. I mean, they're all good, but they all have good and bad points. You know, 19 hasn't really ticked me off too much. It's been pretty good. What are your top 5 games you like to play? Farm sim, yes and no. I've played it so much I'm getting kind of tired of it, honestly. I really enjoy Rust because I really enjoyed Minecraft before, and Rust is kind of like a glorified Minecraft in a way. It's a little more realistic. It's not so cartoony looking. So I really like Rust. I've got like 3,300 hours playing Left 4 Dead 2. I don't know why, because it's so repetitive. Normally I don't like games that are just like repetitive. I really like the Call of Duty games, not maybe the new Modern Warfare stuff. I like more of the old World War II stuff. When they came out, they were all good. I've played those type of games right from like Medal of Honor way back in the day. Have a look on YouTube for Medal of Honor gameplay. Holy cow, that's a long time ago. So I've been through, I pretty much own all the Call of Duty games, and they've been good. 5 video games that you play. Oh boy, that's 3 anyways. 4 would be American Truck Sim. That's a good one. 5 would be, I don't know. Grand Theft Auto is pretty good, but there's a lot of swearing in it, a lot of kind of really bad stuff, and a lot of really sandy, salty people in there, so I don't really like to play the online a whole lot, because they're, like Dylan got banned because he was given money. There was money bags falling in front of him and he couldn't get away from them, and for some reason they figured out, oh wait a minute, he shouldn't have made like $20 million that quick, so they banned him. It's like, wow, you got suckered into that, and that really sucks. But anyways, so I don't generally play GTA 5 online too much. So hopefully that's enough of the games. Anyways, Astro Nero is pretty good, and then it got kind of weird with all the new updates and stuff, so I kind of left it alone. Are you an Apple or Windows fan? Windows on computers, Apple's on phones. I've always had an Apple. I don't know why. I started with like a 4 or something, whatever it was, and just kept going kind of ever since. I didn't get all the new, latest and updated. Like this is a iPhone 8, I think. What are they up to, like 29 now or something? I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Oh, that answered your second question too. Apple or Android? Apple. Just, I don't know, I've always been there. Never tried an Android. Probably couldn't run it. But anyways. What is the best way to get the information you would need for if you are still willing to do flyby on Flight Simulator? So you would have to... You'd have to pretty much give me your mailing address, I think. It's hard to kind of correspond it in the game though, because it doesn't work like that. It's just the map. So I'd have to look you up on like Google Earth, and then have one open, and then have the map open, and then try to figure out kind of where you are, find the closest airport to you kind of thing, take off from there and fly around, and you can see kind of your house. So I'd have to do it kind of that way. P.S. Found a picture and it is attached to the email. Hope you have a great day and your family stay safe. Now there's no picture coming up here. For some reason it didn't load it. Oh, there. Polaris. I don't know if you can see that. Polaris. Sweet. Yeah, that loaded. So hopefully that answers your question. Thank you, sir, for sending it. And our next one is from the 29th from Ethan. Ethan from Utah. Ooh, I like driving through your state on American Truck Sim. Can you take your truck to get a car washed and film it for a video idea? Well, that's a good idea. I can't take that one probably through the automatic washer. I just don't want to because it's kind of big. I hate to have the thing drag along the side of the truck or something stupid, but I could probably do it at the... it'd be hard though, because at the... You know, I'd be getting soaked and all over the camera, so I don't know if I'd really like to do that. Could maybe take the car though into the car wash, but thank you, sir, for sending that. And Ethan sent me another one same day. It says, hey Bill, when will you make more scratch card Sunday videos? Well, I don't know, because when you guys were sending to me, I was winning like on every card. When I buy them here, I won like 3 times out of like the 7 or 8 times I did it. I think it was even less than that. It might have been 2 times. I'm like, holy cow, this is... Our odds here in Ontario suck. But you guys sent me cards and I was winning every one. So, I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. But thank you again for sending that in. Thank you, sir. And it's... Oh, it did it again. It just bounces around on me. Come on now. There we go. So this is from Christine. It says, hello, Bill. I purchased an Easy Weld. Kind of like the one I got over here. If you watched that cheapest Amazon welder tryout thing. That's what the same one, I think. After watching your video, I am now looking into purchasing sandblasting equipment. However, I'm not sure the size of a compressor needed. Would it be possible to explain how show your setup? Well, I can't show you my actual setup, but this compressor I got here, let's just move you. It kept up pretty good to sandblasting. It wouldn't shut off. So what I'm talking about is if your compressor's making enough air, it actually gets ahead of what you're putting out. This one wouldn't. It would just kind of keep running, and this was about a 13.5 CFM, that pump on there. So get something good if you're going to be sandblasting. Sandblasting uses a lot of air. You'll need probably at least, I'm going to say at least 15 CFM. This one's a 13.5, and it didn't really, it kept up enough that it kept blasting, but it wouldn't catch up to itself and shut off. So the one I've got in the garage is like a 35 or something. It's huge. It's a massive, and it shuts off. Like I can blast and then shuts off again in like 3 minutes, and then I can blast for another 5 minutes, and you know, it's off and on all the time. Where this one would just keep running all the time. So if you're gonna be doing a lot of blasting, get something really good. Higher CFM the better. It's also a power consumption thing. Like this is 220, but it's also like, oh, like 28 amp or something like that. So you need to have the power to run that too, right? So where that one down there, it's oh gosh, it's, what amperage is it? It's massive. I think it's like a 40 amp or something. I can't really remember now. I know we got a big fuse on it or a big breaker on it. But this one is 220, so I have to run this off my generator down here if I'm going to do anything with air compressing down here. So sometimes I just use my little guy that's down here. This would definitely not keep up to sandblasting. You could barely blow up a tire with that, and then it would be out of air kind of thing. It's just like, and it's out. It's gone because of the tiny tank on it. But this one's I think that's a 60-gallon tank on this or something, and it holds a lot of air, but then it takes 5.5, almost 6 minutes for this thing to fill up right from empty, so it does take a bit. But says long time watcher, long before the Horde house. I asked prior about that house. Christine from Pennsylvania. So yeah, she's got the same welder. Let's see if I can load that up here now. She's got the same welder that I got there. She's got the nice cart and everything with it too. I didn't get the cart. But so you're not going to be able to weld too massive, huge stuff with that, though. Just keep that in mind, because this one wouldn't. Now, if I ran this one actually off the generator, it might be a little better, because I was running it off power coming from the house, underground, all through here, and then through the wires, and it probably really wasn't heavy enough for that thing. But you will want pretty good power for that thing. So the best 110 power you can probably get. So anyways, hopefully that answers your question. Thank you for sending it. The next one is from Dan from December 3rd. Oh, no, it did it again on me. December 3rd, question and answers. It says, hi Bill, do you have any plans for the new Ford 800 plowing, etc.? Another quick question is, what's your favorite all-time movie? Oh boy. So, the question about the Ford, that's probably the one, once I get her all where I want it to be again, that I'll probably take plowing. Depending if someone else wants to come, whatever, we might take both of them out, the 2N and the 800. That 800 will actually pull a 3-furrow plow. I don't have a 3-furrow, but we got lots of 2s, as we, I think, said before. But I'll probably take that one out. I'd have to make multiple trips, but, you know, it's fine. I like trailer and stuff. It doesn't bother me, so depending on how far the field is away, of course. So, yeah, that would be probably what's going to be used for that. What's your favorite all-time movie? Oh, man. There's actually two that I've watched a lot of, but I wouldn't say they're really my favorite. I don't know what it is. It's like Left 4 Dead 2. It's like, I don't know why I've played that so much, because it's really kind of a boring game, but I've played a lot of time on that game. Movie, The Great Escape. It's a good one. And, oh man, I forgot the name of it. The Great Escape and, oh, isn't that awful? Because I haven't watched it for a while. Isn't that awful? I'm gonna say The Great Escape. I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, hang on a sec here. I don't know, there's a lot of movies I like, but the ones that are sticking out in my head are The Great Escape with Steve McQueen. And then, oh, what's that other one? Clint Eastwood's in it. And, Escape from Alcatraz. They're both kind of prison movies. I like the prison movies. I don't know why. There's quite a few other movies I could probably say that are my favorite, but those two are probably, I'm going to say, my favorite. Oh, geez, now I lost that. So, yeah, I would say those two are probably my favorites. Yeah, so that is from Dan from Sheffield, UK. From UK. So that's the idea with the Ford and two favorite movies. So, thank you for sending that in, sir. Next one is from Melanie. Melanie and Jamie. Talked to them a little bit on Facebook there. This is Jamie. We are on Melanie's email right now. We have questions. My question is, don't see much of the John Deere AR anymore. How is it doing? It's good. Had it running actually about 3 weeks ago, maybe. Took it around the cemetery for a run. Parked it. That's kind of before all the snow came. I never got to my tractor show that I wanted to do, my own tractor show this year. Never got to that, but maybe do that in the spring. I could do it in winter, I guess. I mean, I just drive them. There's just snow. It's not going to kill them, but once I get the two end all back together, we should be able to run it. The 800's a little bit tore apart right now. I got the valve cover off the top of it, adjusting valves and a couple little things here and there. And the AR is ready to go. I just have to fire it up and drive her. And Boris is ready to go. To have to fire it up and drive it. So, yeah. But AR is doing good. Sitting down there just waiting. Clutch is just biting in like good now. It's just like, it actually like jumped me when I had it out there. I'm like, holy jeez. Wasn't kind of ready for that, but they do. Those hand clutches, they'll kind of snap you back. You got to be ready for it. So that was his question, Jamie's question. And then this is Melanie's, Melanie, this is Melanie, my question for Christmas time. Do y'all get together with family and have Christmas breakfast, lunch, or supper with family? So oh, my nose is bothering me. Sorry. Our immediate family has like a breakfast thing, and then we'll kind of go to my wife's dad's house or something, or sometimes my sister's house, and for dinners. With this COVID stuff, I don't know this year what's going to be going on. Probably not much. We'll probably just do our own thing again. Who knows? Oh yeah, she says, I know this year with COVID has kind of taken a toll on some families that can't be with their families because of COVID. We do same thing on Christmas morning and get our parents and open gifts with them. We have watched your Christmas videos and we love them as we do with all your videos. That's from Melanie and Jamie. That's December 3rd. So hopefully that answers your question. Thank you again for sending that in. Got a bunch more to get through here, so December 3rd here again. This is Finn from Spencerville, Ontario. Never been there. This isn't really a question, but more of an update. I sent you a question a few weeks ago about milky oil in the Ford 2N. I got it solved. Woo, good for you. Good for you. I put it in 160 degree. I put in 160 degree thermostat and gave it a long run, like you said. To do some pulling logs out of the bush. Now it has gone away, so it heated it up enough that it burnt it all out again, so that's good. I have read that it is much better for these engines to have a thermostat than not. Do you plan on putting a thermostat in yours? They came with a 160 degree one from factory. I don't have one. I'd have to order one in from online, so I probably won't. Yeah, I couldn't see doing that, so I'll just probably put her back together and drive on kind of thing. So, oh, that's good. You got yours fixed up though. Yeah, you gotta run them a bit. You know, they gotta burn all that stuff out. So that's good. Get her. If you have a spot, put a plow to her and start making her work. That'll dry her out pretty quick. So thank you, sir, for sending that in. And our next one here is from Firefighter Ray 453. Hey Bill, it's Firefighter Ray 453. I'm sending you a Christmas card. If you can open it on a video and do an update on the still collection. I don't really have anything new for the still collection. It's all pretty much the same. So I don't know if I got something new. I might do an update, but everything's the same from the last videos. Nothing's changed. So yeah, maybe in a year or so. I don't know. I won't do one probably right now because I don't think it was that long ago we did one. So, but thank you for your question, though. It's a good question. Thank you. All right, our next one is from. Oh, come on, stop doing that. It's the ad. The ad on the stupid thing wants to keep putting the things down. From Austin. Hey, Bill, where's your John Deere AR? I was wondering if the John Deere AR could pull your camper. Well, I just said it's still in storage down there, all ready to go whenever. I'd have to get the, pardon me, get the camper down low enough onto that hitch. It's pretty low on that tractor, so I don't know if I'd hook that up because that trailer's up so high. I'd have to have it like down like this and then try to drag it. I don't think that'd be too good for it, but if I could get it down there, I think that thing would pull it right up the wall if you wanted it to, because that thing, it is amazing, the torque out of that thing. So, thank you, sir, for your question. Next one is, I don't know from who, because there's no name. It says, hi, Bill, how does the fast idle switch on your you installed on your Ford truck work for you? Do you use it at all? It actually works pretty good. I only use it mostly in the wintertime. After it starts to run for a few minutes, and I'll just gets the temperature up a little faster, gets the heat going a little better. But yeah, I do use it mostly in the wintertime. So thank you, whoever you were, for sending that. There's no name. Next one's from Braden. I know he said a few questions here before. He says, hey Bill, I was wondering if you ever got my letter I sent you back in March. Probably got held up in customs, but if not, here it is. Okay, so it's not really a question for the show, but I never did get it. It never came in the mail, so I don't know. That is weird, but so that's a letter. I'll save that one, read it after. So next one here from Ryan. It says, hi Bill, this is Ryan. Do you still have your solar panels, and what kind are they? Yes, I do. I don't really use them now for anything except I've got 2 of them in my camper trailer. If ever needed be, I could hook them up and then charge the battery through the day. So you could kind of run off-grid if you wanted to. What kind were they? Oh boy, that's a good question. They're just from Canadian Tire. Let me do a quick search here. Canadian Tire. Let's see if their website's working today. Solar panel. They're Coleman. Yeah, Coleman. Made by Coleman. So like the camping people, Coleman. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Alright, so back to the mail. What kind of they? Yeah, so that's made by Coleman. So they're good. They come with a little controller and everything too, like the little solar controller. And then it came with a bunch of different ends, so you can plug it into whatever, or the alligator clips onto a battery, so it worked good. So thank you, sir. Hopefully that answers your question. Austin is the next one from December 4th. It says, hi Bill, Merry Christmas to you and your family. My name is Austin, I'm from Illinois. I was wondering what your favorite places to eat are, and if you have a favorite fast food place. So we got a restaurant in town here called Angel's Diner. And it's an old sort of 50s style diner, although you look in it now and it's like, this doesn't really look like that, but they got some like Elvis memorabilia. I don't really like Elvis that much, but it's, you know, it's that era. They got pretty good food there, and you don't go away hungry, which is good. I hate going to restaurants and you pay a lot of money for it, for the dinner, and then you walk away and I'm like, God, I'm still hungry. Can we get something to eat on the way home? I hate that. That drives me nuts because you spent a lot of money on it and you didn't get filled up. That's not right. So this is a good restaurant. It fills you up. Another one here is Montana's. It's pretty good. There's a couple of breakfast places we go to the odd time. I don't generally eat a lot of like, I won't go to McDonald's and just like eat like burgers and stuff like that. We'll go to more like a burger place. So like up here there's a place called Champ Burger or Super Burger just north of us here. We'll go to like an actual place like that instead of like a McDonald's or a Burger King or crap like that, because their stuff is garbage. It's terrible. I can't believe you can buy a cheeseburger from McDonald's, leave it wrapped up, put it in like a container of some sort, leave it on a shelf for a year, take it off in a year, look at it, it looks just like you just put it there. That makes no sense to me. It should have been blue and moldy and rotten in a couple of days. It's like, what is in that? So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of the restaurants around here that we go to anyways. There's a really good place that's a long way from here. It's called Pebbles, and it's a Mennonite buffet restaurant. Now, right now with the COVID, you don't go up and get your own stuff. You fill out cards, and then they bring the stuff to you. But it is freaking good, and you definitely don't go hungry from that place. So, but it's expensive. It's like $28 a plate. It's expensive, so we don't go there too often. Plus, it's like an hour and a half from us, so that's probably a good thing. He says, rest of the question here is, I also haven't seen much slingshot content this year. Was wondering if you have taken it out much and how many miles were on the new one. We didn't go out very much this year, honestly, at all. A few times here and there when the nights were nice, and we didn't go to any shows with it this year, nothing. Usually last year we went to quite a few shows with it, toured around that way, and it was good. But this year, nope, hardly had it out at all. We might have put, if we put 1,200K on it, I'd be surprised. Very surprised, actually. What's on it now? Gosh, I can't remember. I don't remember the mileage on it now. That's terrible. I don't remember. I never did an oil change last year, though. I should have probably, and I didn't. I took the battery. It's all stored now, so I'll probably do that in the spring. I should have done it before I put it away, but I just never did it. So, but yeah. So, how many K are on it now, though? I can't tell you. I just can't remember. So it says, thanks from Austin. Well, thank you, sir, for sending that in. All right, next one is from Chris Moore from December 4th. It says, hi, Bill, it's Chris again from Illinois. What still, weed eater, and blower would you recommend? I wanted the combi system. Now, that's the split shaft where it's like the motor and a little bit of shaft, and then you put whatever attachment you want on. I want the combi system, but I don't know which model. It'll be used a ton. Okay, so I've got the KM130. It was the biggest one that they had at that point. I don't know if they've got anything bigger. I suggest, and it's a lot of money, I think it's like $530 here just for the motor end part of it. Something like that. It was really expensive. But I would honestly recommend going with the biggest one you can. You will be really happy with it. Mine's good. I had to do a little bit of a valve adjustment, and it's got that 4MX engine. Little valve adjustment, and it'll start 2 pulls and away you go. It's got a lot of power. It does use a bit of gas because it's the same size fuel tank in all those models, right? So the bigger it is, the more it's going to use. But if you're getting into weed whacking with it or brush cutting with it, get the big one. Definitely get the big one. If you're doing stuff like blowing, leaf blowing, yeah, it's got a leaf blower attachment. You don't really need a big one for that. Yeah, it's nicer, but hedge trimming, regular smaller unit will work. But if you're gonna doing brush cutting, like with the big metal blade, and weed whacking and stuff in heavier grass, get the biggest one you can. That's my best advice for you. So it'll be used a ton. Yeah, I'd probably go with the big one. It's gonna be a little more expensive, but you'll probably appreciate that in the end. So thanks, Chris, for sending that in. All right, next one is from Skylar. That is such a cool name. Hey, Bill, it's Skylar here. Just one question for you. Just wondering if you've considered starting a Patreon. So that's a Patreon account thing where people will donate money to you. I would love to support you every way. I'd love to support you every month, and you could use the money to support your projects. I know you probably don't want to feel like you're asking for money, but just a suggestion. Yeah, I don't really like that idea. I am so happy if you guys just watch your videos and turn off your ad blockers and watch the video. Suffer through the ads a little bit, and I get paid through that. That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't like this extra stuff where, you know, you have to set up other accounts and donate stuff and, oh, well, they get the video earlier because they gave me money. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. Everything gets released when I release it. There's no early crap. There's no, because you're not a member or whatever, that you have to wait a week now to watch my video. That is so stupid. That really drives me nuts. So And I don't like that kind of free handout stuff. I made a video, put ads on it, and if you guys watch it with your ad blockers off, then you'll that's all I need. So I won't probably set up one of those accounts, but thanks, Bill. Keep up the great videos. Can't wait for more work on the 2N and other tractors. Actually, I just did a bit of work today. I'm doing a video here. Look at my hands. They're still dirty even. We got it running today. Just so you know. Anyway, so thank you, Skylar, for sending that in. That's a really cool name. I like that name. Next one here. So we've got 3 left, it looks like. Getting through them pretty good here. And the next one is from I Don't Know again, because there's no name. I think it's the same I Don't Know from before. It says, hi, Bill. Remember that you and Dylan got a whole mess of little tiny drone machines. What happened to them? I still got them, but they're not up here. We pretty much tested all of them, and we found a lot of them had problems. They came from Costco originally, most of them, I think. And there's a whole box of them, and I guess you give it to your kid. It was about 70 bucks for this little drone when they bought them. He flew it into something, it broke something. Oh, take it back. Broke it or whatever, take it back. So they had a whole pile of returns on them things because they were good if you knew how to fly them, but if you just flew them into the wall, they were really not that good. They break or whatever. So they had a whole pile of returns, and that was in an auction sale we were at there. I'm like, oh, geez. And we had to wait the whole bloody friggin' day for that. Those buggers skirted around that box all friggin' day, and it friggin' pissed me friggin' off, pardon me for friggin'. But holy cow, we waited all day. My knees and legs were just killing me. And this guy was such a rude jerk, too, at this auction that was running it. People were talking back and forth, and he's like, if you people don't shut your traps, we're going to shut this auction down right now, and you can just all go home. I'm like, holy freaking crap, you're talking to your customers like that? I don't know if anybody left, but that guy was a real arsehole. So we waited and waited, and I fought with one guy to about 70 bucks for this box, and then I ended up getting a whole box of them. So I can't remember the numbers of how many we had there now. There was quite a few of them in there, and I think we got about 20, maybe 30 of them out of the whole box that were really any good. But yeah, so I still have them, but I got bigger drones. I don't really fly those little guys. They got no cameras on them, and once you lose them, they're kind of gone, right? I don't take them outside, so hopefully that answers your question, Mr. No Name. Didn't see me a name. So the next one is from Brandon. Second last one, I think, here. It says, even though I know there's no way for you to know all of us, I really appreciate all of the opportunity to get to know you over the years. Well, thank you. Thanks. That's a really nice comment. As you've shared things with us, thank you for not giving up on the channel during the dark times when some things were decided for you and you could have just walked away from YouTube. Try my best to stick with it. You know, I kind of enjoy it. I like the comments and stuff, reading stuff, and you know, I get a little offended when you get some of these arseholes on here that are leaving just comments to piss me off more than anything. They don't even know what they're talking about with whatever, you know. But anyways, it happens. There's people out there like that just like to bother people. But anyways, I do appreciate all the comments. A cool thing though, so the arsehole that left me those arsehole comments also paid me for leaving the comment, just so he knows. That's going now, but you got to watch the video to leave a comment. So you've watched an ad or whatever, or even when you open the video, I get paid for that, you know, so I mean, it's all good. So anyways, you could have just walked away from while not all the projects can be on scale of the building the plow for the 110 TLB trailer build or the Mini X, or even the dump trailer, I guess, build. You've even taken us on a whole set of new adventures and expanded the channel even more. So thank you. I enjoy watching your Rust videos and look forward to those, although I like the American Truck Sim videos too. Well, thank you for that comment. That is, I probably think, one of the nice comments I've ever got. So that is really nice. My question is, do you play any of those games or others just for fun, either on your own or with Dylan? What else do I play? That's a good question. I'll do a lot of test playing, I guess I'll say. You know, like we'll say, we'll take Rust. We'll say Rust. So when I first started playing Rust, I played a fair bit of it kind of before I kind of started recording it to see if it was going to be a good replayable kind of game, and it was. Do I play anything that I think it kind of means if I play anything that I don't ever post on YouTube? Honestly, not really. I kind of take you on adventures of a lot of things. A few of them, I can't remember the names of them all now. They were really bad. I just played it for like I think if you buy it on Steam, you get 2 hours play time or 2 weeks. And if you don't like it, you could get a return. There's been a couple I'm like, oh, this is terrible. One actually was, I'll give you an example, was that Subsistence, I think it was called, or Subsistence or something. I tried it. It's supposed to be like Rust. It was so freaking complicated. I'm like, no. I even had trouble getting like wood out of a tree. So I'm like, no, I'm not playing this. This would just drive me nuts, so I got rid of it. I know a couple people that play it, and they play it all the time, and it's like, no, sorry. I didn't have the brain capacity maybe to run that one, but anyways. So that was an example. Anyways, so let me just read that again. My question is, do you play any other those games or others just for fun, or either on your own or with Dylan or your nephew, or online when you're not cheating content with them? So no, that's what I explained there was kind of it. I was curious how often there'd be changes or additions to your base in Rust or American Truck Sim from the previous video. So I try to build a new base every wipe, a different type of base every wipe. Sometimes I build the same one and it's just a little bit different here and there. Sometimes I build something really elaborate. Sometimes I just do something super simple. So Truck Sim, try to explore some of the new states and stuff. And Truck Sim's good because there's always updates and stuff. Rust's pretty good too because usually every month they bring out a new update of something. So anyways, that was from Brandon from Rhode Island. Oh wow, that's cool. So thank you, sir. The last question I think for today. This is another no name. It says some more GTA 5 online. I think I explained that. I can't. People are hacking in there. Somehow they get away with it, and then all of a sudden people get banned that are totally legitimate players. So I don't know if I'll play any more of that, which kind of sucks because that was a pretty good game. But anyways, that is, I think, it for question and answers today. My phone is messing up for some reason. Wait a minute, let's load that up again here. It's not wanting to reload. Inbox. Yeah, that's it. Okay, well that's it for question and answers today. Thanks again for sending them all in. I really appreciate it all. And I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, you know, and like I say, that's all I really need. If you turn your ad blockers off, that's all I need. Because I don't want to set up that patron stuff. I don't agree with that. You know, if you guys can suffer through ads, I think that's enough. You don't need to start throwing me money somewhere else too. But anyways, so that's it. If you want to send a question, it's billqa@yahoo.com. It's all in the description and the title and stuff there. Just send her there. And that'll be for our next one. If we have enough questions, we'll do another one. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day.